Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Monday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe, or in this case, the DC Multiverse from McFarlane. And today on the channel, as you can see, guys, we're going to be reviewing and unboxing the Eradicator from the Return of the Superman storyline. I was a huge fan of this storyline here. But of course, we'll look at the figure in the packaging, the artwork he comes with. We'll look at his card back, or his card is included with this figure. And of course, as you can see, I brought my other versions of the Reign of the Superman figures as well, including my first version of the Eradicator through the Shockwave storyline, through Steel, and of course we have the Cyborg, which we unboxed about a month ago or so, alright? And we're going to have some fun here, guys, alright? Now, of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. Hope you'll hit that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit the notification bell when you upload new videos, and please share this video. He has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe and, of course, DC Universe. Alright, without further ado, let's take a look at the Eradicator. And as you know, guys, everybody, my passion is Masters of the Universe. I love Masters of the Universe, but from time to time, as you know, we do these one-off reviews because I do like other brands and toy lines and stuff like that. Like Thundercats is a good example, the WWE Superstars line, and now, of course, the DC Birth, like the Death, the Funeral for a Friend, the Return of Superman, and the Reign of Superman line. I absolutely loved as a kid in the 90s. And I cannot wait to... And I heard rumors. I think there's going to actually give a proper Superboy of this storyline, too. And I cannot wait. If that's true or not, I'm definitely going to pick that up. Now, before we get into the figure, guys, this is like the Cyborg Superman review we did about a month ago. I want to show you the comic that was included with this right here. The Reign of the Superman from the Last Son of Krypton right here. This is like his origins, you know, the first comic that it was based on the Reign of Superman for the Eradicator. And if you don't know, the Eradicator was my personal favorite out of all four versions of Superman. So like, this is a first edition here. I mean, I read every comic that, you know, from the Death of Superman to the Funeral for a Friend to the Reign of Superman, and of course, following to the Return of Superman as well. But a great comic book. You should find that comic here. Like, great. It came with a nice poster as well. Very cool. Of course, the back right here of the other versions, right there of the four Superman, or who thought or who appeared to be the Superman. All right. So on to the packaging right here. There he is. All right, there. Now I do know also there is a chase version of this particular figure. If I run into one, I will definitely buy it. Personally, I don't care for it as much. If they would have done a chase version of this particular figure, I would have liked to see the chase version where he just got attacked right after he got attacked by the cyborgs. If you followed the storyline, you know, Cyborg Superman was Hank Henshaw. He was the bad guy. All this with Mongol. He destroyed Coaster City, and I do think and also. I might be also picking up that Green Lantern Return of the Superman figure as well. The one he's at Walmart, he's at Best Buy, he's everywhere. That also is part of the Return of the Superman storyline. That Green Lantern full armored version, because he also has Steel's hammer with him. Of course, as you know, Coastal City gets destroyed, and which leads Green Lantern to Parallax with the 0 Hour storyline and so forth. So it was a big turnout, right? Now, with this right here, for me, you know, here's the figure right here. And I kind of got lost track here, everybody. With the chase version, which I probably won't get, for me personally, I would have liked to see the one where he just got, he was attacked by Cyborg Superman, and of course he goes back to the Fortress of Solitude, and he pretty much drains every bit of energy from a certain source, from the Fortress of Solitude. And he has no goggles, his S-shield is gone, and he pretty much runs and flies to, well, not runs, like he flies to the aid of the other heroes of Steel, Superman, the black suit Superman with the mullet, which I would love to see, you know, they make as well, to help out. That to me would have been a perfect chase with the Eradicator. Alright, now as you can see, right out of the packaging, You can see that it's very similar to his Shockwave look to him right here. Alright, but there he is. Alright. Multiverse, the Eradicator. We got the Eradicator on the side right there. The Eradicator, Return of the Superman. There he is right there. Looking good right there. Some nice artwork right there. And it's funny too because the Eradicator, you know, was in some form was a bad guy as well, just like Cyborg Superman, who tried to take over, you know, Superman's body to try to recreate a brand new Krypton. All right. So let's go ahead and get him unboxed. All right, McFarlane Toys. All right. So here he is, right there. So he comes with 2 extra hands. Alright, a very same exact cape design as his first version. I'm going to put him right there. Alright. Get my scissors out. There you go. There you go. All right. And here he is. Just lay it down right there. All right. All right, looks good. Pretty much, it's the same exact figure from his Shockwave look right here. Which I will admit, I am not familiar with the Shockwave version of the Eradicator storyline. Pretty much my last, you know, I guess, version of the Eradicator for me personally was through the Outsiders, when he joined the Outsiders, which was a long time ago. So what else is included here? So I can get his standing up here. All right, hang on, guys. So he does come with 2 extra hands. Everything nowadays are like just tied down everywhere. Hang on, everybody. All right, everybody. I got his stand out. Okay, there he is with the stand right there. Looks good. Good face sculpt as well. You know, just like his original version. I'm trying to get him standing right next to each other, guys. Hang on. I'm trying to do this right. All right. It might fall. All right. Oh. All right. So here's the also his little comic or little card back he has. All right. A Kryptonian AI, the Eradicator, eliminated. All right. Sorry about everybody. I totally forgot about my turntable, everybody. I do apologize for this very strange review here. A Kryptonian ally, Eradicator, eliminated the alien influences on Earth to build a Fortress of Solitude. Okay, so basically, it's just like I said. Here's just the Matrix that helped build the Fortress of Solitude, that tried to take over Superman's body. You know, to pretty much create a new Krypton on Earth. Of course, Superman defeats him and captures him and puts him inside the fortress, where and then of course he breaks free once he finds out that Superman is dead, and of course he uses Superman's essence to recreate a new body for himself, and so forth. All right, but there you go. Now down to the figure itself. All right, let's get focused here. All right, so So here he is, right there, once again. He does come with 2 pairs of hands that seem to be locked into place here. Like they're like fully taped in. Alright, 1 and 2. Okay. So inside the packaging, or I guess on the figure itself, everybody, and I do apologize for this very unique review here with this figure here. He does come with 2 fists right there of Fury already. Now, what's not included with him, which I think is a little bit of a letdown, and you can see it from that image we just saw with that card back, is that he does have these cool energy blasts right here. That's one of his cool features about him, which I think they should have done. They did something like that with the Shockwave version in a way. All right, this is supposed to be like energy coming from his hands. And so I guess if you wanted to switch out hands, which you can do that with this figure if you want to. Personally, I would like to see the energy blast that he could, make the hands, the fists, and some sort of yellow or orange look to it, giving that effect, or the look of him about to fire his energy blast with him. All right. Now I don't like. Also, when I'm looking at him, his chest here, it looks kind of weird. This big old gap right here. It's a little off to me. You see that? You see that? This major gap right here? This is like this big giant, like gap right here. You can see it right inside the figure, which I'm not a fan of here. All right, trying to get him in that perfect pose here, I guess. Alright. Now the look looks great. Don't get me wrong. The look looks amazing. Now every time I try to adjust him, you can see this big giant, little crater or whatever you want to call it with this figure, which I'm not a fan of here right now. Now the cape, I will say, I like the cape. It's got this very nice, flexible, like the other versions of him, like this version here. Personally, with the Cyborg Superman we looked at, this one is a far superior one because he's got that soft, good fabric, and you can play with it, you can adjust it. It's got these wires right here that allows you to, create some very cool effects with the cape right here. Where this one, even though I like it, it has very little. It's just one, it's beautiful. You see it showing, it's flowing in the wind, but I don't know. I like the ability to, adjust and come up with some great, designs, or what do you want to call it, like to display my figure with this right there with the Eradicator. So personally, I would have preferred a soft good cape with this version of the Eradicator, just like they did with Cyborg Superman here. All right. But a good design right there, good face sculpt as well. You can see, like I said, this is just a repaint or a re-version of the Shockwave version of him as well. I picked up this version of the Eradicator on Big Bad Toy Store when it was available. I still have not seen any of this figure here at my local Walmart or Target or so forth. I don't know if this is a Target exclusive, a Walmart exclusive or so. So, yeah, hopefully very soon. If I do, like I said, run across that Chase version of the Eradicator here, I'll definitely pick one up for myself. I'm going to turn my turntable on here, guys. Alright. But interesting, very interesting. It's a cool figure. It's one of my favorite figures. Like I said, I was a massive, Death, Feudal for a Friend, The Reign of Superman, of course, The Return of Superman, and I would love to, I read the entire story arc, and I would love to see McFarlane give us a black-suited, long-hair, mullet version of Superman when he comes out of that Kryptonian armor to fight, along with Superboy and Steel against Cyborg Superman. I'd love to see that version of the Eradicator without the visor. No chest, no Superman, emblem or cape. It's just, the blue and black, trunks. I would love to see that version as well. Make it happen. I think I did, like I said, I think I heard about the Superboy coming to McFarlane as well. But there you go, guys. You know, this is a very unique, very interesting review of the Eradicator, or the from the Reign of the Superman, or they call it the Return of Superman, which is it's true, but it's not the Reign of the Superman toy line or toy version of him. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna put him right here, and then of course right there we got the Cyborg Superman as well. There you go. So these are my two favorite versions of Kal-El, or wannabe Superman, after, you know, Superman died, because they made, you know, because Superboy was a clone of him, and then Steel, we all knew that Steel was just, you know, John Henry Irons, all right, that was just, you know, trying to pay tribute to Superman in putting on that suit. But these two were like the top two candidates, you know, on, you know, who was the real Superman of that storyline. Of course, they two were not, none of them both were, you know, they returned, there was, Superman was actually Superman, but out of these two right here, Eradicator's number one, Cyborg Superman, my number two, guys. I really wish, you know, they would have given him some energy blast for his hands, like not black fist, like I said, like gold or like yellow or orange, like hands, fist, like shows like he's about to shoot his blast, like his energy blast, guys. All right, guys. All right. I'd like to take time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. All right, I love doing these unboxings, these one-off reviews and stuff like that. So thank you for joining me today, guys, and thank you for my very interesting review of this particular figure. Very cool. So yeah, so thank you for joining me today, guys. Don't forget that notification bell when I upload new videos. And tomorrow we'll be finishing our Series 10 of the Superstars line of Kurt Angle on the channel here, guys. Alright, don't forget, on Tuesday as well, you can be able to pre-order your Fright Zone if you wish to add to that amazing playset to your collection. Alright, also don't forget that free shipping and handling to anything over $75. As we know, the playset itself is $92 alone, so it should be free shipping for this playset we're going to be getting. So that's a good thing. Alright, so I hope everybody has a great Monday, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care, and have a good one, everybody.